lost you. Good morning, everybody. I was looking for something, and what it loaded faster. I hope everybody's having a great morning. How are you this morning, Todd?
Okay. Happy Taco Tuesday.
This is Thursday. Okay, give me a mic check. Give me a mic check, Mike. Give me a mic check, Todd. You broke up there.
What do you mean I broke up?
It was like you ran into a tunnel or something. Good morning, Jennifer. It's great to see you this morning. Good morning, Landshark.
Do I still sound bad?
No, you good. You're good now. It was just that one time.
Oh, well.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie. Hope you're having a great day. Um, it's a beautiful 65 degrees here today, and I think excuse me, only supposed to get up into the 70s.
Good grief.
Here's my worry. You people that live up north, like Mickey and Bridget, and
81 going to 103
oh,
here.
screw that, dude. Uh, y'all better start getting the firewood in. Because if it's in the 60s in August down here, I hope that winter doesn't come blasting in here at about 1st of October. Good morning, Gala City.
Mhm.
Uh, Before we get on to the important stuff of this show, let me tell y'all a quick story. I got a phone call last night from a very old friend of mine. Like we went to elementary school together in Charleston, and uh, Tara always gives me hell about living on a growing up on a plantation. Well, he did grow up on one of the historic plantations. His family did. Anyway, he ended up in his later years moving into a golf community, a really posh one. He's got three teenage daughters now. He's got two 30-year-old children, and now he's got three teenage daughters, different mothers. Anyway, his daughters are into horses, so they ended up selling the house at the country club and buying some property adjacent to his family's property, and he has a little farm out there, about 100 acres. But he called to tell me last night. He said he started the conversation off with, "Good morning, Jabez. You're turning on the heat lag, really? Okay." He called to tell me that he just needed to have a little bit of solitude. And I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Because my three daughters are walking around here crying." And I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Because Elsa can't ride anymore." And I'm thinking, okay, who the hell's Elsa? Anyway, he said, Elsa is Gemma's horse. All three of his daughters are into the horse showing where they jump over fences and crap like that. And Gemma has developed a leg problem, and so they can't show her anymore. This is a $20,000 horse. Anyway, I said, "So what are you going to do with the horse?" He said, "Well, I'll just do like I'll just do like I do my mother-in-law. She can just hobble her. I'll keep her housed and fed, and she can hobble around here till it's time to get the backhoe out." And I said, "Okay." And we're doing a live, face chat, and a muffin hits him upside the head, and that was from his mother-in-law. But he said, "Tom, if you ever have any daughters," and then he laughed. He said, "At your age, daughters." And I said, "Well, you are my age, and you got teenage daughters." But anyway, he said, "Make sure they're into high fashion and not horses. It'll be a lot cheaper." He said, "I figure I could keep them up in Prada and Jimmy Choo's, that I could keep them up in all this horse showing business." But he did. He said, "I just wrote a check or just paid $1,000 for entry fees for a show in Savannah." And I'm thinking, damn, you need to find them a cheaper hobby. But of course, now they're looking at another horse for the girl. But he's the one that told them that they better never they had better be riding those damn horses until he dies because he spent a fortune on them. So anyway, there's your little story this morning with a little bit of humor in there. But uh, I've got several friends that's got kids into horses and riding, and my sister-in-law's got them, and damn, they're expensive. Yeah, just pet horses are expensive, Mister Sadie. And these are damn, like I said, he paid 20 grand for that one about 5 years ago. And they had to do all the training and all that kind of crap. Um, I'm just glad that I missed all that fun. But then again, he's got three daughters and a son. He's got a set of triplets, which are two girls and a boy, and then the baby, which is a girl. But his son is into traveling baseball, which his wife loves because she loves baseball, and they have season tickets to the River Dogs, which is Charleston's minor league baseball. So she is all about jumping in that daggum Mercedes SUV she's got and driving all over the God creation, hauling that boy around. But I'm glad my kids were not into expensive hobbies like that. So anyway, on to reselling. Good morning, Texas Bandit. Good morning, Julie. Anybody else that I haven't said good morning to? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Ping. So anyhow, did somebody say baseball? Yeah, baseball 7:55. My friend's wife is really into baseball, and they have season tickets to the River Dogs, which is the Charleston minor league team. Anywho, so how was your sales yesterday?
Pretty damn good.
Good.
Sold
Bum crack.
about
How much you sell?
8 things for $350.
Nice.
So yeah, hopefully the summer slowdown is over.
Yeah, maybe people's trying to spend all their money before. Excuse me. Before the election. Leg bought your jacket last night, Nissa.
So
Well,
yeah.
anything special that you sold, or just do you sell some
Oh,
toothbrush holders?
what do you want to hear?
What'd
Let's
you sell?
see. I sold a genuine sheepskin rug. There it is.
Okay, small rug.
I got it wrapped up tight.
I know.
I sold one of those pipes I showed yesterday. Sold for 22. Paid 4 for that. I sold a biker vest. I sold a military cap. I sold a pickaxe. I sold another SpongeBob. Woo woo. They're almost gone. Get them while you can.
I'm
12
hoping. I'm hoping I don't need night lights anytime soon.
12.95 with $4 shipping.
Cool.
They're almost gone. I've had them 6 years. I think I'll have like a mini celebration when they're all gone.
How many you got left?
7.
Oh man.
I've sold about 293 of them. Dang, look at Anissa
I
coming on the
know.
last week or so. She's been on fire. What else did I sell? I got some low ball offers on stuff. Those are annoying.
Yeah. Cleaver, as in meat cleaver, Mr. Sadie. Well,
So, a
have a good trip, Julie.
couple of annoying things. I've got a car antenna coming back for the second time. It don't fit my vehicle. Well, same excuse the first time. I'm getting tired of getting that sucker back. And then a buyer put it in a request. My item didn't arrive. Same Florida postal hub
Right?
as the last one that got lost about 3 weeks ago.
Has it? It's just in transit. It's not been delivered.
It was last scanned on what, the 18th? On its way to the next destination. It had like 4 different on its way to the next destination. I'm like, you sorry, USPS. But I think it's the same exact Florida regional shipping hub that lost a handball glove about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'm fixing to have to make another USPS request for reimbursement.
Dang.
So I went ahead and refunded, and because I didn't want to get another ding on my account because I didn't take care of a customer in a timely manner. It's really annoying that eBay doesn't put it on the United States Postal Service. They put it on the seller. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. It's a freight forwarder? No, it's still in the United States Postal Service system.
It hasn't been delivered yet, Lag.
It'll probably arrive today.
Yeah, since you refund their money.
Yep. God, that's annoying. And it's not a big deal. It was like a $16, what was it? Forget what it was. But anyway, reselling can be annoying from time to time. But I'm still making good money, you know. I got a bunch of new stuff to sell at the auction pickup Monday. And
Did you buy some good stuff?
I've already shown it all to you. You don't pay attention very good.
When did you show it to us?
A Monday or Tuesday show? Your
Oh, did
show?
you? Okay. I don't remember. I've been busy as hell. I'm doing good. Actually, the reason it was so late setting this thing up this morning, I forgot about it. I've been I
Yeah, I
have
also put out a video. I sold a case of 12 MREs yesterday for $75. Facebook Marketplace. Lag said he was going to send me my 1099 for that sale. Thanks, Lag. Yep. And because they were U.S. government issue, old, who was it, James? Said, I expect my cutoff of that since I'm a taxpayer and I paid for that. I told him, send me your card number with expiration date, code, and PIN number, and I'll get that right out to you.
I don't care baseball. I really don't care this morning.
All right, I got to move my hose.
Go ahead. I have been. Well, let me see if I can do this. Camera. Virtual background. Let's turn that off. Okay. Over here are file cabinets. Notice the shelving is gone. I have been hanging out at Goodwill. Uh, Buying filing cabinets and redoing all my stuff because I had a bunch of stuff to get dropped off. So I've been going back through each box, checking to see if it's listed. If not, listing it. And then I put them in the file cabinets because damn, I can buy the 4-drawer file cabinet was $7.99, and I didn't even buy it on Old People's Day, or I could have got 25% off of that. So I've been trying to get all of that relisted, moved over here into the file cabinets. Then I don't have to mess with the deal with the cats getting into my boxes. Excuse me. So I rented a storage room building and just moved everything out, and I'm reorganizing. It doesn't lag. It doesn't say anything on them yet. And when I do, it'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? That's the same room. I've just taken the shelves out, Mr. Sadie. I thank you for posting that video link, Jennifer. Um, while I've got the storage building unit rented, after I finish all of it, actually I've got all of my stuff on one side of it. On the other side of it's our personal stuff. My sons are bringing stuff down from the attic because there's stuff up there that's been in that attic since we moved in here in 2095. I mean 1995. So they're bringing all that stuff down, and we're taking it and putting it in there because I have a lot of merch up there that's never been listed. No, I've got 90 days, and then it's got to be all emptied out. I will have all this organized. 1795 yet? Yeah, Scott. 1795. Pre-code, pre-Civil War. That's right. So I've been busy on that, and I have been sleeping good at night because I've been hauling my big fat behind around, trying to get all this stuff done. So if you're having problems sleeping or whatnot, maybe you need to be a little bit more active. That's me too, Mr. Sadie. I hate the thought of it, but they had I got a 10 by 20, and I'm basically paying $50. If I keep it 90 days, I'll pay $50 a month for them, which is like a quarter. I had a coupon. I had a coupon, and then they had a special, first month free. So that's the only reason I rented one. I had actually thought about if my sons were going to be available, which they weren't. I had thought about a coupon. Yeah. Uh, I thought about just renting a U-Haul van, a truck, for $25 a day, and just back it up into the driveway because I wouldn't have any mileage on it and use it for a couple of days. But they're not available. Um,
Are you trying to say coupon?
No, it is a coupon,
No,
but
it's not. It's a coupon.
it's.
You guys who say coupon, you're full
I
of
was saying coupon.
coupon. That's
Yeah, but it's a coupon.
coupon, not a coupon.
I'm see, I'm older than you. I've been saying it a lot longer than you. No, I was just making a joke about coupon. I
So
have a
you call
neighbor. I have a neighbor. She's an elderly lady. She's about your age. No, she's about 89. She says coupons. Coupon. Like that's what I said.
coupon.
A coupon.
That's
Actually, that's COUPIN. Coupon.
we got a lot to argue about.
I know. A cowpin.
One of these days, you're gonna get in trouble with all your mispronunciations.
I don't care. You know what? I am 66 years old. I have crossed over into that I don't give a flying frig.
See, Jennifer's on my side.
Jennifer, who pulled your string? Let me tell you what, I have a messed up accent because I was raised.
Frig.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, same thing. Jabez, I don't. Tom knows how to pronounce your name, but he just can't do it. Uh, hey, Tom,
Yes.
say the first name of that Spires guy over in the chat.
Jabez?
Well, you finally said it right. Because you've been calling him Jabez for about 6 months now.
Well, you know what? I don't care if you call me Thom. Just don't call me late for dinner. You know, that's
You're not Thom, you're the piano man. Give us a song tonight, for we're out in the mood for a melody. Tom's the piano player, all right.
as oh, shut up. As I've said before, when I moved up here when I was in the seventh grade from Charleston,
Thong.
and I had a math teacher that always wanted me to explain problems on the board because she liked to hear me talk because of my screwed up accent. Because Charleston has a screwed up accent on its own. You know, I mean, it's just messed up. So, anyway, Thom. When I didn't think about it, but I should have spelt my name Thommy when I was a kid. That would have really just been messed up.
Yeah. Everybody's got to get their names messed with when they're in junior high and high school, that's for
Yeah.
sure. I've been called Tad and Turd and
Well, let me tell you what, with the last name like I've got, when I was in high school, I called hell. My last name's Hux, for those that don't remember. I don't know. Hucks.
there used to be a couple little dolls when I was in elementary school called Tootie and Todd. Tootie, 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 Todd.
I don't remember those.
You don't?
Good morning,
Screenshot it.
Flip It.
And I used to catch hell because I was, every Saturday morning during the cartoons, there was a commercial out, Tootie, 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 Todd. So Monday morning, everybody had to sing me that little song.
I've never been able to speak Gula, but Geechee I could. I used to could speak it very well.
What's that?
It's a dialect of around the Charleston area. Well, it's along like from Charleston, the south, just along the coastal region down to like Georgia.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's just a dialect. Yeah, yeah. There's some sea islands down through there that, and there's some islands on like on the Waccamaw River that have their own little dialects. Anyhow, so it sounds like you had a good day yesterday. So you're going to go out and spend all your money today. Go and visit the girlfriends.
Yeah, I gotta go see the old hags up there at the Lutheran Ministries. Yeah.
Buy
Oh,
something good.
I sold a diecast dragster. I got from the Lutherans for $10 and it sold for 70 yesterday. So every
Okay,
once
go ahead.
every once in a while they give me a deal, you know.
Right. Here's a question. What is one item that you had during your childhood that you wish you had now?
Oh, besides those rocks and sticks I played with.
Yeah, those rocks and sticks. And you know, you don't have to name like every one of your Matchbox cars. You can just say my Matchbox cars or my original GI Joes or that type of thing. Yeah, Todd Craps money. Um, Cause you know, I think back about I look through like toy items that have sold, and I'm thinking, God, I had one of those. I had five of those.
Yeah, there's no telling how many red line Hot Wheels I just destroyed.
And baseball trading cards. How many, or you know, those kind of cards? How many of those were destroyed in the spokes of a bicycle?
Yep.
Your PS4. Um,
Well, I just got an offer declined. That's
okay,
what you get for lowballing me, you dumbass. Anyway, sorry.
that's okay. No, that's reselling. Well, let's see. My which game? My Chrissy doll. A kid stole and never found out who. I was crushed and never got a replacement. Your Chrissy doll? Okay. Now, did you have the glitter Chrissy doll or the crybaby Chrissy doll? I didn't know what a Chrissy doll was. I had to go look. Since I had no sisters and I have no daughters. Yeah, Which. I remember that game.
Yeah. I also had an erector set that was motorized. It had a little motor,
Right.
and Dad was helping me. I started putting one of the things together, a crane or something, and he broke the motor, and he never got me a replacement motor, and I was so pissed off about that. I was like, dang.
I had a Matchbox track.
He apologized and everything, but I was like, God,
Never got you another one.
Dad? I was so upset.
I can't be nice. Um, I think I took all the plastic off that bike first day. Okay. Um, I had a Matchbox racetrack, and you used the regular. You could use Matchboxes or Hot Wheels on it, but it had a little spring that ran through the track, and you had little foil stickers with plastic pins that you stuck to the bottom of your race car or your Matchbox or your Hot Wheel, and then dropped it down into the track, and the spring would pull the because there was little motors that moved the springs. I mean the tracks, yeah, the springs in the tracks, and it would spin it around the track.
Yeah, I had a couple of slot car track racer sets. They were always the off brand from like Montgomery Ward or something instead of like the fancy one you saw on TV.
Right. Um,
But I love those things.
you older folks, did y'all ever go to? They used to have the big slot car tracks, and there was businesses that had nothing but slot car tracks in them, and you paid like by the hour or whatnot, and you'd bring your own slot car in there, and you would race it on their track with against other people. Anyway, my oldest son went to one over in Matthews or someplace over in that area, and apparently they're making a comeback. So, just saying.
Yeah, I know Picking and Punching, he's sold a lot of slot cars.
Um, my younger brother got into those RC race cars. Man, them things were damn. They were electric, self propelled. Those damn things were fast. And he spent money because you could tweak them things, you could get new springs for them, and everything else. There's a slot car track here in Spartanburg. That's pretty cool. Jab, Jabe, Job. No, they had at a dirt track south of where I grew up at. They had what they called their youth races on Saturday nights. They had the regular dirt track. It was a dirt track, and you had your regular races. And um, if you were 12 to 17, you could race in them. And a friend of mine's dad, and he built a car. I mean, it was nothing like the dirt track cars were, the adult ones. But I raced one time in that, and if I would have had the money, I could have got hooked on that really fast. But that shit gets expensive too. Everything gets expensive. You go play golf, you're going to spend a lot of damn money if you take it seriously. You did what? Lag. You've never been out of the basement. Oh, really? Cool. Somerville Speedway. My Cub Scouts den used to go there and watch races. My neighbors must be back. Good times. Yes, I have a wide variety of hobbies, or wanted to be hobbies. Belt sander racers are awesome. Yeah, I know it's a subdivision now. Everything's a subdivision. All these damn people need to go back up north. Your dad was into what? Sandbelt racers? Sander races? Lag? But okay, going down memory lane here. Used to be, like when I was in high school, which was the 70s, guys would get together and they would work on each other's cars. I mean, like change spark plugs and all that kind of stuff. Not souping them up or anything like that, but just doing regular maintenance on them. we'd hang out together and change oil and whatnot. Um, and they don't do that anymore because they can't. Well, you can change your own each other's oil, but hell, I don't have a damn cat farm, Kent. I have two now. Well, two in and then one outside. So I have three. Don't be a pervert, Kent. Oh, Lord. You people are something else. So I have been relist as I'm going through stuff. I've been listing, trying to get some listing done by getting everything back in these new file cabinets. But seriously, you can buy file cabinets cheaper than you can buy. I mean, for that one $8, I wouldn't have been able to buy. Well, I might have been able to buy one good size tub around here, plastic tub. So, oh yeah. So anyway,
Bum, bum, bum.
let's see if I missed anything up front. Evil Knievel. Mr. Sa- Mr. Sadie, we had a boy in my town. He would jump. He would jump. He could jump a couple of cars on his bicycle. He had an Evil Knievel bicycle, and he'd jump cars with him. There's an article in the paper about him. No, but I did have a tethered airplane in the '60s. Uh, where is BP lately? He's trying to earn some money. He's working. Yeah, Ping. And if you go on Old People's Day and get that other 25% off, it even makes it better. But when I find them, even at $8, I go ahead and buy them, whether it's Old People Day or not, because I want them, and it just looks neater. And I got bought a five drawer. I guess nobody wants the five drawer because they're real tall. You know, I bought a five drawer one for $5, and I've been trying to get all of our paperwork organized. I have a drawer for the house, and I have a drawer for the cats, and I have a drawer for the car, and I have a drawer for my eBay crap. So if you're tall, look out for the five drawer ones because they're usually cheaper. I guess because Roberta can't even look in the top file cabinet. Hey Harry, good morning. Yeah, Mr. Sadie, Kent's kind of dodgy. Well, I only reason I bought it was because it was $5. I've got a footstool I'll stand on if I need to. Okay, you'll have to explain what adult magazines are to Lag, because all he knows is adult content on the internet. because his mommy limits the stuff he receives at the house. Yeah, I'm sure he does. He probably has. He probably knows his membership number off the top of his head. Um, but then, Harry mentioned tackle box. Tackle is another thing that seems to old tackle seems to have a pretty good value to it. Good morning, Texas. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see. I want to check something. What's the weather like supposed to be like this weekend? Oh, the lows on Friday is supposed to be 60, 62 on Saturday, Sunday 65. Dang, for the next 10 days, it's supposed to get down to lows in the 65. Tomorrow's supposed to be 60, and then that's the lowest for like the next 10 or so days. I guess this will be a good yard sale weekend. It's going to be nice. People can get out and not sweat to death. Because it's been 90 and at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Boom, boom, boom.
Is it hot down there, Texas? It's like, Mr. Sadie, I've always said that he says he's a teenage boy or thereabouts, but I said that he's a 42-year-old mother of three. So
Mm-hmm.
that is a questionable. That is a valid question there. Your yard sale season is over. I didn't think it was over with until it got to like 13 below zero up there. No, he had to go check his water hose again, I think. Cindy, when is your high today? Hot dang. We had our windows open yesterday until which I've got to go open them up again, but until we started getting ready to go to bed last night, and then I turned the AC back on. Harry, even in the Carolina or my part of the Carolinas, it's like 60. It's 67 right now. High is in the like mid 70s. Man, you people in Texas need to have a place up in Wisconsin. Wisconsin. That's for you, Tara, if you're listening. And so y'all can go up north while it's scorching hot in Texas, and then head back to Texas when it starts getting cold up there. We don't really have any pollen right now. Spot and Doug. My high school football team played Spartanburg a couple of times, and then we outgrew y'all, or outgrew Spartanburg. Yeah. Well, all our pollen's kind of washed out of the air. We've had so much rain here. So, anybody else got anything special going on today as far as reselling goes? Have a great day, Beth. I'm taking it you're at the office today or headed to the office,
Bum, bum, bum.
but have a great one
I just got a list.
after you
I
get back from your girlfriend's.
got a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
What time do they open up?
10 o'clock, God's time. Not you East Coast left winger time.
Gaffney. I never liked playing over in Gaffney. Oh, which I didn't play. I was in the band, but when we traveled, because they would throw, those were some harsh folk over there. They'd throw concrete blocks off the overpasses onto the buses coming in to play their team. They were rough.
That's right, lag. Never stop buying.
Yeah, but you got to never stop listing. I think that's the biggest thing is you got to list all the time. I mean, Bridget and Chris are the only folks I know that say, "I've run out of stuff. I'm running out of stuff to list." And I'm like, "Damn, girl, y'all were just you just filled a daggum full size transit van up last weekend, and you're already out of stuff to list."
In 8 years, almost nine, I'm pushing 9 years of reselling. I have never not had stuff to list. Not
Well,
one time.
we
There
also
was,
don't list. We also don't list like they do, and I'm sure there's other people that do it too. Um, but I just know that I know them. I know how they list, and I know how fast they go through stuff.
there you go, Sadie. Well, of course, Anissa, I can't, I can't hold myself back from those admiring ladies.
Well, it should be Mr. Sadie. For every one thing you buy, you're supposed to list two things, so that'll catch up all your back stock.
That that rummage sale is so funny. They get a lot of furniture and big stuff to sell too,
Right.
and they've got several men that volunteer to work there. But you should see those guys. Every one of them are older than me. You should see them try to load bed frames and couches and stuff, and I'm like, I ain't gonna help. I don't have to. I'm a buyer, not a
Helper.
volunteer.
You know, the
And
good.
it's just and Lord help them. A lot of the people that go in there to buy are older than me too, so they need help loading their stuff out. And you're like, it's a wonder some of these people are still alive.
The Goodwill that's near us, they get a lot of nice old. I'm talking 30s and 40s old, not and older, not 1985 olds. Furniture. I mean, beautiful pieces of furniture, heavy as all get out, and they're like $10. I mean, I don't know if there's a market in that, like a secondary market where you could buy that and flip it on like Facebook Marketplace or through an antique store or something like that? Because I am not messing with it because I'm as old as I am, and if I was to spend the day moving heavy furniture around, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed the next day. But I don't know. It just looks like if I was setting up an apartment, a first time apartment, I would go to Goodwill, the Goodwills and the thrift stores, and I would look for good old furniture, something that'll last me a long time. An '85 Oldsmobile Cutlass wasn't a bad car. Harry, have a great day. We had an what was that thing we had? We had an '89 Cutlass. Is hoarding an old person thing? No, it's not. There's a lot of non-old people in this chat group, and I know every one of you are damn hoarders. Our drum mate, let's see, this would have been 75. Yeah, 75 Texas. Our drum majorette, or drum mate, well, a drum majorette, because we had a drum majorette, not a drum major. Um, Her daddy bought her a Cutlass. That son of a, it would have been a 75. Yeah, 74, 75. That thing had a kick-ass engine in it, Hearst shifter in it. That's the way it came. I think it was a Hearst. I think it was a Hearst Cutlass is what it was called. That sucker would fly. She said her mom drove it to the grocery store and got a ticket before she got to the grocery store. That thing, because you just touched the gas pedal and it would go. How old was your younger brother, Larry, when he bought the four door?
Did that Cutlass have the T-top? Remember, some of them had the T-top.
No, it didn't have T top. It had a sunroof though. I think it had a sunroof. Yeah, T tops. Yeah, the T tops were out then. Always wanted one, a car with a T top in it. And then I started hearing about leaking problems and whatnot, especially in the Chrysler products.
Four-barrel carburetor,
Yeah,
four
442. That was it.
two-barrel carburetor. No, four-barrel carburetor. What was the 442? Four-barrel carb, four on the floor, and two-wheel drive, something like that.
I don't know, but my mom had a 73 or 74 Ford Thunderbird with a 460 V8 in it. That bitch would fly. I mean, that's all the way it was. Chevrolet had the 464.
Dang, that's big enough.
They we actually sold that. The guy that bought my mom's Thunderbird took the engine out of it and put it in his jet boat. 240-volt motor. No, no. Electric vehicles back in that years was up there with Star Trek sci-fi. And
How,
now, and this is candidate for president. She just said that she wants to have everybody on electric vehicles by 2035 in the United States. Where the hell are they going to get all the energy to charge those batteries? She
They're
said
going to
that.
have to plug tubes up to our butts so that they can run them on natural gas.
Yeah. And this must have been dozing. She didn't hear that. Or she'd been in here with pitchforks. Go, Kamala. Briefly, we don't want to get into a lengthy conversation. Has anybody been watching the DNC?
I think I'd rather poke my eye with a sharp stick.
Well, I just heard the attendance was not so hot this year, which they said that could be because of all the.
I mean, I would watch it if they would talk about their policies, but all they talk about is how bad Trump is.
Yeah.
That's all they talk about. They don't talk about what they're going to do and how amazing they're going to make our country. They just talk about how bad Trump is.
Yeah, I don't know whether it's changed or not, but if you went and looked at Kamala's website, all it is, all it was asking for money. It didn't have anything like a platform. Is that still the truth, Anissa? I know you are a little resident. These people need to be addressing what people are concerned about with right now. You know, as one lady said who was on a panel of Democrats, she said there was like $1.25 bell peppers now like $5.50. Okay, Roberta. Roberta's always bitching about because when she's at home, she's got YouTube running on her other computer, and so she's constantly getting these Kamala ads, and she's like, "I hate this," and I'm like, "Do not click off of them. Make them have to pay that person their 2 cents or whatever they got to make them pay." But
How much do presidential candidates get from the federal government to run a campaign? They do get some, don't they?
yeah,
I never understood that. Why are we paying? Why are they taking tax money to give to presidential candidates? I don't get
what
it.
that public funding a presidential fund, blah 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 blah.
To avoid bribes. How's that working out, Phil? Uh, Golly.
Um,
How many
I
people have tried to run for president just so that they could get that money and then not buy anything with it, just keep it? Hmm.
well, there's a bunch of rules concerning that. That's like Kamala. The only reason Kamala is running for president is because if they don't, they can't use that. They lose all that daggum donations that they made.
That's right.
I mean, that's the only reason they've got her in there. I personally think she is. Good morning, Swamp. You back? I personally think that they're using Kamala as a placeholder, disposable candidate because they really don't have time to mount a big um, campaign. Well, that's what my friends that are Democrats are really pissed off with Biden because they should have done this. He should have backed out in the spring. And if they say that if he in fact has been having signs of dementia and whatnot, he should have never been in the primaries. So I think that's biting them in the butts too. That they just people are not happy with it, and a lot of people are not hearing anything about like they're saying. Y'all said they're all complaining about Trump instead of how they're going to fix some of the problems that we have. So you have a great day, John. I'm sorry I didn't even see you come in. I apologize.
Yeah, when I talk to Democrats, it's never about what the Democrats are going to do. It's how bad Trump is.
But
Whatever.
see, here's the thing about it though. What if he gets in there and he does a really good job fixing stuff? You know, um, it's whoever runs against him the next time, like if his VP, is it Vance, Mr. Vance, if he runs for president after Trump, he can say, "Look, under our administration, we did this, that, and the other. We things have improved." That's what they're going to have to compete against.
Yeah, and then even if they win, it's going to be tough for them to maneuver if Democrats win the Senate again.
Yeah,
It's it's a never-ending thing. We're never going to get things exactly like we want them.
no, but it's I mean, I'm gonna put it bluntly. Roberta and I, we're not hurting. We can afford to buy the food we want to eat. We can afford to do what we want to do. But there is a lot of people out there that the inflation is really hurting them.
Yeah, I can't do as much as I did 3 or 4 years ago.
But you do what you want to do.
Uh,
Yeah. You keep going on these high dollar cruises and trips and stuff like that. You're not
yeah,
worried
but
about,
not
but you're
as
not.
many as I want. I don't
No,
go on as many as I'd like to go on.
well, you wouldn't go because you're too cheap. It has nothing about what inflation is.
No, I'm telling you, things are. I'm not buying as much gold and silver as I used to.
But you're not having a problem buying groceries. You're not having power problems paying your power bill or making your rent payment or
No,
your
but
mortgage.
lifestyle is definitely not as good as it used to be.
Listen, if Gwen was to spend $40,000 on a 2 week cruise, she would have to bury Todd before she went, because that would that. I'm coming to you, Elizabeth. That would be the big one. Yeah, Mr. Sadie, you're right. And I'm not saying the Republicans have all the answers, but we have what 100? Are we supposed to have 1,000 people up there in D.C. that's supposed to be the smartest people in the country, and we're in the state that we're in? I mean, I think if I think that if they don't get this shit straightened out before the next in 2 years when the next election, anybody that's sitting in office now should not be allowed to run for reelection because apparently they don't have what it takes, or they just can't come up with a good ideas. So that's my opinion. And it's after 10 o'clock. I'm running late. Running late. Todd's got to go see his girlfriends. Don't forget the high karate.
Okay.
Or are you going to try the English leather today?
I'm thinking brute.
Brute.
Yeah.
Oh God. If it doesn't make their eyes water, uh, they'll be all over you like white on rice. Yeah, Todd's next replacement tires will cost him 300. Well, that's not a lot of money. I put four tires on my Saturn, and it cost me $1,000.
Yep. Those F-250 tires. And I was trying to get the wheel back up in the back of my pickup a couple of days ago. I had to take the wheel out so I could pick up my load of stuff a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And I was putting it back in. That sucker weighs over 100 pounds. I didn't put it on a scale, but I put a step stool by the tailgate, and I busted a gut getting it up on that step stool, and then tilted it over, and then was able to grab it from the bottom and scoot it in.
Bye, Glenn. Uh, UF 250. I was down in Rock Hill on Tuesday, and I went with my brother was going to go pick up a new company truck, and while we were over there, the Ford dealership that he goes to is kind of out in the rural country area. So they have 350s and 450s and stuff like that on the lot. And I opened up one of the 350s and looked in it, and I said, "This looks like an F-150." And he says, "Well, basically it is the same thing. It's just on a different chassis with bigger engines. It's a Meteor truck." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because I've talked about buying a new 150." And of course, he handed me his card right then. But I said, "My friend Tara," she says, that's an egg hauler. You don't haul anything more with than a couple of dozen eggs with it." And I said, "She's always about the 350s." And he handed me a key fob. He said and this is spooky. This key fob will crank anything on his lot that's got the push button start. He said, "Take it for a spin." And I have to say, that's a nice riding truck for $80,000. It should ride nice. But
Shoot, mine rides rough as a. It feels like a work truck. I mean, it's stiff suspension, and of course, I could put 6,000 pounds worth of stuff in the back of it.
it was a short bed, so it was a sporty 350. Because my brother's like, "Why the hell would anybody buy a F-350 with a short bed on it?" So anyway, there's my car story. All right, I gotta go. Todd's got to go see his girlfriends. Everybody's got to get to work. List, list, list. Get off the internet and list. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks, Todd.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I won't be here tomorrow.
Oh, you won't?
No, going to the 50th class reunion.
Oh,
Woohoo!
that's right.
Talk
Uh,
about slapping some high karate on. There you go.
oh, yeah. Your old girlfriend is Gwen going?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you just be sure and don't Cindy Lou that you were sparking in the back seat of that 1940 Ford. Uh, you have to let her go.
Yep.
So I
Mike
will
wants you to do a show in the morning.
I will see about doing a show tomorrow. I got to make a note for myself. Don't forget, do show. So anyway, y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Todd, have a great time on your trip.
All right. See
Bye.
you later. Bye.